Okay. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Welcome to the Too Good For You podcast. A podcast where you can now see our knees, our thighs, and our bulges.
It's true.
If you're listening, go over to youtube.com, Too Good For You pod. Check out what we're dishing out.
And we got mugs, dude. We got mugs.
Dude. I like this just constantly changing the studio every week vibe because we obviously don't know how to handle this much space and area, and we have no direction. So if anyone wants to be a set director, we would love to take your resumes. You can email us at toogoodforyoupod@gmail.com.
There you go.
And help us out. But until then, we're just going to keep, I guess, just
messing around until we figure it out.
This every week. So if you're watching, hope you get to enjoy the new set every week. If you're listening, it's the same podcast you know and love. Hello, sir.
Sir.
It's been a while since
It's just us.
Us two.
Yeah, we've been having guests on.
How you doing?
Doing great. How about you?
Chilling.
Yeah? Anything new with you before you ask me?
You beat me to
I
it.
did. You know it. Mm-hmm.
Nothing too crazy. Life is still the same old, just in the gym, slaving away. Still working on my goals. I'm going to Gold's Gym now.
He became a real gym guy.
I have. I've taken the gold pill. I am now indoctrinated into the league of steroids and other
Bro,
body
you're going to be
filters.
going like so much. People are going to be like, hey, that's Tyson. Hey, you want to do a cycle with us? Or
I hope so.
Yes.
I'm trying to make friends at the gym. I think it's not just me. I think it's a thing with a lot of people, but just like trying to make friends as an adult, like it's very difficult.
It is.
Like it's people usually don't really want to interact, especially at the gym. Like I get it. But, I'm trying, just to be nice to everyone, like, give head nods here and there, just
That's how it starts.
ask,
Yeah.
how many sets you're doing, cool, try to give a fist bump at the end, just try to, because, I do go around the same time every day throughout the week, so I'm already seeing the same, faces, so, yeah, it's just trying to build that reputation of... I'm here too.
That's that guy.
There's that guy. There's
Watch.
that guy.
Dude, guy, bro.
Yeah.
What's up, man?
Yeah.
That's how it is. You're not going to know their name, like, ever.
Yeah, I hope not. I hope not. Who knows? Maybe I'll just use that to just start filing people into the show. And just be like, hey, man, do you want to be on a podcast?
And then they come on.
after our workouts on Wednesday, just be like, hey, man, I know you finished your set. You want to come do a podcast?
Yeah, that'll be interesting.
Yeah.
That'll be kind of cool.
So we'll see. But, yeah. New gym. It's nice. It's nice as fuck.
I bet. They got all the good equipment.
It's good equipment. It's brand new.
Is it?
Yeah, less than a year for sure.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah.
Oh. Is it busy? Is the real question.
Yeah.
How many cameras you walk by during your workout?
Average 4.
See, I can't do that. That's too many in the gym.
I mean, this is a gym where you can kind of,
Oh,
it's
wait.
a little more the norm.
Can you take your shirt off and work out shirtless?
No.
Oh, it's not that kind of gym.
No, you can wear stringers and stuff, but you can't be naked.
Interesting.
That's because it's still a public gym. That taking your shirt off is definitely just like a private gym luxury.
I get you.
That's a $60 a month luxury to take your shirt off.
Yeah, that's too much.
Yeah, I'm okay.
That's too much.
So I'm already taking the pay bump for just going to Gold's. So
Okay, but you have to say that it's better, right? Like you feel a little bit more motivated because these guys are bigger or these guys are like really pushing.
I don't know if it's actually the gym atmosphere or if it's the gym or what it is, but I have. By the time as of recording this episode, I've only gone to the gym twice there. I've only lifted there twice, and I've had pretty good pumps both those days. So yeah, I don't know if that's just me trying to fit in out the gym, and I'm like, fuck, dude, I gotta fucking go crazy.
He's picking up this 80-pound, 85-pound shoulder, pressing it like
110. I have no purpose picking that up right now. Weights go up to 150, dumbbells go up to 150. Just trying to pick it up, but yeah.
Damn, that's a lot, dude. 150?
Yeah.
It goes up to only, I think, 110 at crunch right now. Yeah.
I know. This is a gym for bodybuilders.
Oh shit. Well, good for you, man. Proud of you.
Yeah, so we'll see. But yeah, it's been an adventure. You know, I'm 3 weeks in with my coach. So we're doing some changes this week. Fixing things up. So a month out of 4 out of 20 weeks down. So
damn, 20 weeks. What does that equate to?
It's like 5 months.
It's a long time.
Yeah. So
Hey,
I'm one month down.
you got it. That's why you're sipping water out of this cup and I got beer in this one.
Why are you telling the people what the fuck is in our cups?
Sorry, bleep it out.
Why would you?
Bleep it out.
Why would you do
Bleep
that?
it out.
You know I don't edit the podcast.
All right, I'll bleep it out.
No, you're not. Spicy. But yeah, that's about it. Nothing else is really going on.
No travels, no nothing.
When this episode comes out, I think I'll be gone or something. I don't know. But yeah, nothing to report on from the episode.
Okay.
Those are like the main things. Just been, just gaming, playing Minecraft. I've been getting back into Skyrim.
Oh, what a guy.
Yeah, I think I've just found my game. I think I'm just an RPG kind of guy. I don't think I'm an FPS guy anymore. I think I'm hanging up the towel on the FPS. I think I'm just gonna wholeheartedly just be a RPG kind of guy.
RPG. I'm trying to think of other games that are RPG that you would play. What's technically role-playing games? Open world, right?
Well, I mean, open world games are fun. Anything where you can like create a character essentially.
Oh, got
like
you.
An RPG.
So Fallout would not be considered RPG.
Fallout's an RPG.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Because you're like ranking up your character.
Yeah, you're choosing your stats. Anything that allows you to like I would say anything that has a skill tree or anything that allows you to put like progression points into skills is like an RPG.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you found games.
Yeah. Only because it's more relaxing to me than just dying in FPS games.
You're not wrong.
So when
That's why I stopped playing.
So when I come home, I don't want to get on and just get angry. Just get on, head into the world of Skyrim, and run across the world as a red guard, one-handed warrior.
That sounds fun.
That's where I'm at right now.
I fuck with it.
Thanks.
I respect it.
It's pretty good.
Nice.
Yeah, I like it a lot. Have some mods in it, of course, because you know me. Got to mod all my stuff. Nothing too crazy. I try to keep everything as vanilla as possible. Just quality of life.
Oh, okay.
Mods, but nothing where it's like, oh my god, it's fucking Thomas the Tank Engine as a fucking dragon. It's, everything is still the same.
That'd be kind of fun, though.
That would
change up the game.
That's for stuff like after I've beaten the game and I've gotten bored of it. Like I still need to just enjoy the atmosphere of the original game with just some like frame boosters and better quality of life mods. But yeah, it's been fun. I've been having a good time. I enjoy role playing. Not in real life. Maybe in real life.
Have you tried it?
No, not really. I mean, I don't know. I don't. Yeah, in real life, it's a little too much. I don't have the energy to do it. I just will put a headset on and just do it.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Put the headset on while you're doing it. and try it out.
It's not the same though, because that's a world.
Oh, okay. That's
Role playing in real life, like this is still the studio.
Would you ever go LARPing?
Maybe not as like a medieval thing. I don't know. Maybe.
Because I feel like if everyone was dressed up like that and in that zone, you would also be hyped enough to be in that zone. You know, you're like out of your head.
I don't think I would. I would need to have friends that would do it. Like, I'm not just gonna go by myself. Like, that's psychotic behavior. If you go and do that by yourself, that's cool. But for me, I can't imagine just spending money to get a costume and then just go by myself to do LARPing.
Imagine being the first guy out. Like, you die by an axe, and there's like 30 minutes left in the game, and you're just lying on the ground.
Well, so see, there's a bunch of different aspects to LARPing, right? Okay. Like, it's not just medieval. Like, that's just one subcategory of LARPing.
Yeah, because there's Civil War, World War,
exactly.
Whatever.
You can literally do any sort of LARP. So it's like, I'm just being very generic. I'm not really committing to any specific genre of LARPing that I wouldn't do. I mean, I don't know. I just would need to find... I'm LARPing as a bodybuilder. We can say that.
I sure.
Because I'm not. I'm just pretending.
No, you're putting in the work. We'll say that.
I mean, you gotta put...
You're being a little too humble now.
You gotta put in the work to be a Confederate soldier for a...
To act like a straight-up Confederate soldier?
Yeah.
It's true.
So, I mean, yeah. Until I get there, I'm LARPing as a bodybuilder.
Okay. Well, that's nice.
Yeah. Now that I think about it, it would be interesting, but I don't know.
You want to try it?
LARPing?
Yeah, why not?
Because, again, I also just don't have the time and money that it takes to invest in, like, quality things. Same thing with, like, cosplaying. Like, as much as I would say, like, I would love to cosplay, like, I'm not spending the fucking money to
really pull a cosplay on.
Yeah, because I don't want to go there and look like Spooder Man.
Spooder?
Yeah.
But technically, that'd be a good one if you could pull that off.
Yeah, I could.
Yeah, that'd be a good one. But
I also don't want to be the guy who's Spooder Man at San Diego Comic Con. Like, I want to be like, oh, that guy's a fucking sick costume.
Yeah, I get you. I don't know who I would be, but I want to try LARPing. I was trying to convince you to go with me.
I don't have time, dude.
How long is it? It's an all-day event, huh? It is an all-day event.
I don't know. I mean, I
I'll
don't
look
really
it
know
up.
too much about LARPing events. I think that's when I was in college. There was a LARP club or something like that. Yeah, where they would like do fights in the quad or something.
Dude, imagine you're just walking from class and you just see a full breakdown of a fight.
It wasn't by the club. It was like by where our gym is. So like there were no like classes over there.
Like open field kind of thing.
Yeah,
I get you.
They're away from other people.
All right, now that I have you on the subject of LARPing,
okay.
Which one wouldn't you do?
I don't think I'd want to be a slave.
Okay, so Civil War is...
I mean, I'd fight, but I wouldn't be like, oh, I'm LARPing as a slave.
I would hope not.
Oh no, massive.
Bro, that's something different. If they have that in real life,
they probably do.
That's some issues. That's some problem.
100% they have that.
The guys that are playing as like the white people are the same guys online, like playing the Civil War games.
No, they're the guys who are My Little Pony fans.
Oh yeah,
they LARP as slave owners.
Oh
yeah.
Well,
it's a very interesting world we live in, and it's all thanks to Elon Musk's Twitter that I have all this information about people that I don't know.
Oh yeah, the way he updated it. Is it uncensored now?
I don't know.
Less censorship.
Speaking of racist people on the internet, Riley Reid's Twitter got hacked.
She was going on a
couple
rant
weeks ago, and it was just white supremacy memes, bro. It was so funny, and I was looking at it because I was like, this is interesting, and to be someone who enjoys the kind of humor that these alt-right people post is absolutely ridiculous. It's the most brain dead shit I've ever witnessed. And I watch a lot of brain dead shit on my own, but like these memes are fucking absolutely ridiculous.
Give me one. Give me an example.
I can't. It was like a video. It's like a 2-minute video.
Okay.
So it was just like it's essentially made for like autistic kids because it's like flashing and noises and things are like spiraling on this. It's fucking like it's overstimulating and it's just like hard R N-word and just like sig hey, like it's just that's all it is. It's just like racism memes, but it's just like loud and like it's ridiculous. It's a fascinating thing. I would love. Maybe that's what I'll do my documentary on.
That?
Yes, because it's an interesting phenomenon of just like, originally just creating memes in general is already something that is very interesting. But creating like alt-right memes it's fascinating.
The creative mindset that goes into it.
Yes, because I don't understand.
And then the people who are like really about it, they're like, retweet, comment on it.
Yeah, like, they're like, hell yeah, brother. Like those the people that are like, I don't know. It's interesting. So yeah, so shout out to Riley Reid on Twitter for having her Twitter hacked and allowing me to dive into a world that I've never. Well, I mean,
how fast did she take out the stuff down?
I don't know, dude. It was up there because I saw. I don't know. It was showed to me, just like on like my For You for Twitter. It was just like a screenshot, or no, it was like one of those like meme, like accounts.
Oh,
okay. It was just like yo, Riley Reid's Twitter got hacked. So me being curious, I just went over to see it, and like the last tweet that definitely seemed like it was from her was maybe like the day before, and then this was just like there was like maybe like 7 posts that were just like
white supremacy.
Yeah.
Bro, how?
I wonder.
You think her rating went up because of it?
Maybe. I mean, more people definitely probably went to her page than, like, on average at that point.
Yeah, probably. Damn, we don't have the laptop.
That's funny because it couldn't have been that long. Okay, yeah, she definitely got it fixed. I need to see if this was weeks ago, too, so it's definitely not.
Oh, okay. It's not a big thing. I was about to go on the hub and look at the comments on the first video I find, typing her in.
Yeah, so she definitely got rid of it. For what it looks like, it does not look like she commented on it. 6 days ago, 3 days ago, 5 days ago. I guess the Pornhub Awards were 5 days ago, so she's just posting about that.
Good to know.
Yeah. Did not. Yeah, it does not look like she commented.
Then she made no statement.
Commented, yeah.
That was her then. That was her.
Pretty sick, dude.
Bro.
But yeah. So that was interesting. But yeah, LARPing.
How did we get into that from LARPing?
I don't know, dude. Just
anyway.
Talking. Drunk as shit off this.
Yeah. Have you watched the Super Mario movie yet?
No, I haven't.
Okay, you know how I was talking shit about it? Like on Mario, at least, or Nintendo?
Yeah.
I give it to them. This was a good-ass movie.
Yeah.
This was a great movie.
It was. I know, I just haven't seen it.
Okay, well, I won't spoil it for you.
Fuck Nintendo. Nintendo as a company is a piece of shit, but...
Okay, wait, hold on. That's Mario, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the company of the people that... Like the law team at Nintendo is a piece of shit.
The suits.
Yeah, because they're the ones like you can't like they can't make any fan games. Like they cease and desist like hundreds of people. Like one guy. Recently there was just a lawsuit where this guy got sued by Nintendo and now has to like pay them like millions of dollars in like damages, and then like every paycheck that he gets from now on he has to give a percent to Nintendo
till he dies.
So I don't remember the full story off the top of my head, but yeah, like
That's
they
ridiculous.
they're very anal about their stuff, and they hate all creators essentially.
Damn. Well, I mean,
So
shit. What did they expect when fucking their movie went viral?
No, this was before the movie. Like this was just since the internet's been around.
Oh, it's just continually been like that.
Yes, they've always like just cease and desist people, fucking sued people. Like they do not care.
Damn, that's like that one company with Bob Ross, the Bob Ross company.
PBS?
No, dude, you didn't know about that? So, you know how there's a movie that's like Bob Ross themed?
Fairly.
Like, yeah, but with who's the guy from Cars? Ka-chow.
Matthew McConaughey?
No, that's not that.
He does drive a car though.
The one he's like
Owen Wilson.
Owen Wilson. So he is inspired. He acts like like Bob Ross, but the movie is not about Bob Ross.
Okay.
Right? So I was like, wait, the movie's not about Bob Ross.
A guy who paints with an afro.
Exactly, pretty much. But he has the same style, like the same soft voice, the same everything. I was like, what the hell? So I did a little Google search, and then I found that Bob Ross, like his name, is tied to this company.
The Bob Ross Foundation?
No, it's like a painting company, whatever. So they sell like paint materials, but they're so like lawed up, like even the son can't use his own dad's name.
Yeah, it's fucked.
Yeah, bro. And then they had a whole Netflix like documentary on it, and like it went out, and then they were like, oh, they're showing us in a poor light, but then they didn't want to be interviewed by the thing. So I don't know. Anyway, my little tidbit of a rabbit hole I went in. But yeah, it was interesting.
Huh. I believe in aliens again.
Oh shit! I need to know about this.
Yeah.
Because I remember you were clowning me.
No, I wasn't clowning you because I was on the alien train. I fell off the alien train.
Okay.
I'm back on.
What brought you back on?
Joe Rogan.
Oh, I'm glad he has the influence to bring you back. Who was he interviewing?
I love my boy Joe. No. But yeah, no. I mean, I've listened to plenty of Joe Rogan's podcasts, but he just had this gentleman on, James Fox, I believe his name is. He's a documentarian and a ufologist.
Is he on Ancient Aliens? Like, have you seen him on? No,
I don't think so. No.
Okay, go ahead.
But Joe had him on, and they were doing an interview, and because they were discussing Mr. Fox's new documentary that came out. So I just read the blurb of the podcast, and I was like, ufologist, and I was like, oh, I enjoy listening to stuff.
You want to hear the theories? You want to hear
what's going on? So I listen, and then they talk. And he says, "Yeah, I just watched Joe's like, I just watched your documentary. It was fantastic. Like I loved it." And I was like, "Fuck it, pause the episode." It's all at work. Went to the computer, put it on, and just watched this documentary. And it was about this UFO crash site that happened in Brazil in 1996.
Okay.
And yeah, I mean, from what it seems like,
the evidence was
this happened. They found 2 aliens, or 2 extraterrestrials, and yeah, they essentially did what they did. The U.S. came and took it, and that's where the case goes. So it's pretty much, I mean, I don't want to spend the whole podcast talking about a documentary. If you want to watch it, it's called, give me 1 second. It is called Wonk Wonk Wonk. No, it's not. It's called, okay, Eamon, you got to help me out.
Okay.
Because
sounds good. Let me talk about what's been going on in my life then. We'll segue into that really quick.
Fuck you and your life.
See, this is the shit I was talking about when we did the hot sauce episode.
It's called Moment of Contact. That's the name of the documentary.
So you started believing of aliens because of this documentary?
No, I believed in aliens before. I said I fell off the aliens because I was like, I turned like agnostic to aliens. Like I
Yeah.
was a believer of aliens, then I turned agnostic, which means that I'm like, oh, like until there's like substantial proof, like I don't really believe it.
Yeah. No, I remember your argument.
Yeah. So this
Yeah.
one, I'm like, yeah, I think they think they're real. Yeah. So it was about this thing. It was about this crash in Brazil. Essentially, the main case is that there was a guy. There were many people that saw it. It was in like this city in Brazil that has about like 150,000 people. So it was a pretty small city. There are definitely multiple people who have claimed to have witnessed that they saw, a cylinder like
Crash.
thing, coming down and falling. And, they had a guy who was on the scene. Supposedly, he said that he followed the crash site, went to the crash site, found the wreckage, and when he got there, the military came shortly after and pushed him away and said, "You got to get out of here. Like, you got to go," pointing their guns at him and said, "You got to go." So then he left. He gave an interview to a ufologist in Brazil, telling them that, yep, I saw a crash, like it was coming down, it looked like it was shaking, and then, it crashed in this field, like around this farm. They interviewed some farmers who said that they saw something from the distance coming down and saw it crash, but there was no noise. They, didn't hear anything. Multiple people said that they saw something. And that was for the crash site. Then there were 3 girls, 2 sisters, and someone else who saw the extraterrestrial.
Bullshit.
They were coming down into like almost like a back alley way, and there was like a concrete wall on one side and then the house on another side. So they're like going through.
Okay.
And so the 3 of them are walking, probably from like, I am horrible with like distances, but they said like 8 to 10 feet. So maybe from here to where the camera is.
Sure.
Right. When we're walking this way, they look over and they see something like kind of like hunched over.
Like it's hurt or just scared okay.
It's hurt. Like, exactly. Hurt and scared.
Yeah.
And so they're like, what is that? And then one of them like kind of like yelps like, ah. And
the alien.
No, the girls. No, not the alien. One of the girls. And then it makes eye contact with them. So all 3 of these girls have the same description of what this thing looked like. And they had an artist draw up like a rendition of what these girls said they saw.
It looked all similar.
They all said it was just like a gray thing, and it just had 2 like large red eyes. They were not like blood red, like just like a dark, dark red eyes. 2 of the girls, from what they say, 2 of the girls ran off. One girl was just like paralyzed, like in fear.
Yeah.
And she said that it like telepathically like communicated with her and was like, "I'm hurt, like I'm scared, like can you help me?" Obviously that all happens very fast, so the 2 girls leave. This communication happens. One of the sisters comes back and gets the other girl and they all run away to their mom's house.
Okay.
And they tell their mom like, "Oh my gosh, like we just saw something," like. And so then the mom and all of them go back, and then even the mom says that she saw like a footprint of it looked like 3
okay.
like in the ground. There was just 1 footprint in the ground. Then they said shortly after that, and this was in daytime.
Okay.
And then a few hours later, again, military police has a blockade on the street blocking that goes into the street.
They're trying to find the alien.
Alley.
Yeah.
They are trying to find the alien.
Yeah.
2 military police officers are driving. And they get the call, like, be on the lookout for anything suspicious. There's something in the area. It comes across the street.
As they get the call.
Guys stomps on the brakes. One guy gets out, literally detains the alien with his bare hands. They take it to a hospital. The hospital's like, what the hell is this? You got to get this out of here. So they go to a different hospital. Take it to a different hospital. Military is notified where it's at. The documentary gets one of the guys who actually drove the truck.
Who caught the alien?
Because the guy who caught the alien died.
Wow.
So they say that he essentially, because he touched the alien with his bare hands. And so he said that, like, essentially they don't know how he died. They just say his immune system just started breaking down.
It's a poison.
Something.
Yeah, I believe it.
His immune system started breaking down and he died just, and they interviewed the sister and they were like, yeah, like they have not given an autopsy report or anything. Like we have one document. We've been trying to get information about how my brother died or why he died, and they have not given us anything. And so the aliens at this hospital, they drive. There's military trucks that come up, back up, load it in, drive it to the military base, and then they take it to another hospital where they have a X-ray technician, and they're like, "You're gonna do X-rays," and they just put this black body bag on a table. They do the X-rays, and obviously as an X-ray technician, you have to take the X-rays, and then you need to go and check to make sure that everything is proper.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Military said you are not seeing the X-rays.
Oh, so it was just completely in a bag.
They said they never took it out the bag, so he never actually saw. They just put a bag down, did the X-rays, and said thank you. And you're not to talk about this to anyone.
Yeah,
you don't. This never happened. Left, and essentially that's the gist of it. They had some pretty. The testimonies of these people seemed very legit.
Okay.
And there were random people that they just interviewed on the street, like older people who would have been around 1996, and he was just asking, like, oh, like, what do you think? Like, do you think this was real? And people were like, yeah, I believe it. Like, yeah, I mean, it definitely could have happened. Yeah, and like, yeah. So I'm like, damn,
bro,
pretty convincing. I'm back on the train.
You're a believer. Welcome back, man.
Thank you, man. It's interesting. But that just kind of got me thinking, like, what do you think, like, realistically, what do you think would really happen if we found out that aliens were real and have been here?
Oh, yeah, mass hysteria.
You think?
Oh, 100%, dude. Did you see that one post, or it was like something from the government that kind of claimed that aliens were real?
The Tic Tac.
Is it the Tic Tac? I don't know. It was like
the Air Force or whatever military video of like this like white like Tic Tac that they were following.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. So there was already panic. There's gonna be fear because it's something that we don't know or unknown.
But if you ask people now, like, hey, what do you think about the Tic Tac? People are like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah. Okay.
Like, but I don't like. After watching that, like, I would rather just like to know, and then that's it. I feel like people, like, especially now with how news and shit is given to you, tell us there's aliens, they exist, we have them, the United States government has made contact, or not, like, been like, hello, my friend, but, like, we have found aliens, we have studied them, and we know that they are a thing. Let's leave it at that. Give it about a week, people would be like, hey, dude, NBA playoffs are booming, bro. Game 7 against the motherfucking Celtics and 76ers. No one's going to give a fuck about the aliens anymore. I really don't think people will be like, oh, shit, like, that's crazy for, like, a week. But because of, like, us knowing, I don't think it's going to bring, like, the fucking naval army armada down and be like, fuck, they know now, we got to kill everyone.
Oh, yeah,
like,
no, 100%
it's just
no.
Gonna be, like, we would still be living our normal lives, but then we would just have that knowledge in the back of our head, like, hey, there's ETs out there, dude. Like, I really don't think, like, people,
it would cause, like, a panic.
I don't think it would cause the world to explode.
Fear.
I don't think it would cause, like, all of us should just hit the nuke buttons and everyone just start killing each other. Like, I think it would just everyone would be like, people would be probably initially people would be worrisome, fearful, upset.
Yeah,
but I
agree.
don't think that would last. Like,
you know why? Do you know why it dies out though? Because there's no other word about it. So if they're constantly initial thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
News outlets, CNN, breaking news, live, whatever. Aliens are real. Holy shit! Aliens are fucking real. It's crazy. Everyone's
I knew it.
Yeah,
I knew it.
everyone's on social media. It's a division. People believe it. Some people don't believe it. Whatever. Then if it just stops, if like everything is like, all right, like you said, life moves on. NBA playoffs is going on. Then that's when I could see it like dying out.
That's what I'm saying. They're not gonna push the button.
But if they are gonna keep pushing, because then it's like, okay, they said it one time. Then it's like, I mean, that's pretty big fucking news.
Exactly.
First off, it's huge news.
What do you need? It's not like we're gonna have. Okay, now it's 6:00 alien news time. Like, they're not gonna just do the alien news every day. Like, they'll talk about it for a week, but just to be like, hey, after like these people petitioned to release these classified U.S. documents, the petition passed. Now we know we have met extraterrestrials. We have studied them. We know they are real. We know these things have happened. That's the story. They run that same story for a week. They have interviews with people. They do all the shaboing boing. Think of it like COVID. They do the whole shaboing boing for a week, a few months. Now no one gives a fuck about COVID anymore. Yeah, it took 3 years, but I mean,
I think because there's no updates though. What do you hear about COVID?
Like, it's not like when it first happened. Everyone was just
nonstop
shoving that shit.
There was 9 months. There was 9 months worth of it, and then
more than 9 months, bro.
No, okay,
years.
Okay,
years
so
of that shit.
It felt like I honestly don't know. I can't remember anymore. It feels like a very long time ago.
It was 3 years ago, but there were 2 full years of that.
Okay, so 2 full years, right? They're constantly giving this updates, information, and the other people are like, that's where they keep you worried, or like they keep you like that.
Exactly.
Now, for an alien thing, that's the only way I'm gonna see like people really care about it. If there's constant news, I mean, it doesn't have to be every day, like you said.
That's what I'm saying. Like, why would if you are? Well, I mean, I was gonna say if you're smart, which we all know the news is not. So yeah, you're right. They could just continuously push the story.
Yeah, I think it depends on what story it is. Like,
but
the president is an alien. Oh shit, bro.
I mean, the most realistic, and like I said, to what I believe to be true, is just a document that just says, yes, we have studied and we have found aliens. That's
so you're just recognizing the existence of aliens.
Yes, that's it. That's not gonna. I don't.
Of course, that's not gonna cause any panic.
That's what I'm trying to say. Is that if the government just acknowledges and says that yes, we have found extraterrestrial life. We have found them in Roswell. If Roswell was true, we found them in Brazil. We found them in. If there's just a document that says where we found aliens from and the date,
a whole record. You're looking for a record.
That is realistically what would happen. That is the most realistic thing that I could see happening, unless they come and start fucking shooting at us, and then it becomes fear for your life because the aliens are here to kill us. But the most realistic thing I think that is going to happen is that there's going to be people who are pushing the government to release information, just like they've been doing for other things, like, oh, who killed JFK? Like, give us all the information.
The conspiracy theories.
Just give us all the information so the people can be content. I feel like it's more people being content with knowing something than just being left alone in the dark, because then you have people who are off the deep end in conspiracy theories who have to make up all these wild things. Just shut everyone up and be like, yeah, there are. And if you don't believe it, now you kind of have to, because there's proof that there was there. Or if you believed it, then you could be like, oh, thank God I can finally take a shit and go to bed because I'm now vindicated that it's true. Or let's just say they have documents saying, listen, you guys are fucking stupid. Knock it off. There are no, we have no physical proof of them. I mean, then at that point, then people will be like, oh, they're still just hiding the motherfucking truth from us. But that's most realistically is just going to be a piece of paper.
You just want hard, cold
it's
facts.
just going to be a piece of paper that's scanned, that gets blown up on the news, that just says, here's the document that shows that we saw aliens in 1965, 1954, 1996, and
Okay.
so on. Like, that's the most, I think that is the most realistic, like, possibility of thing that can happen if aliens do exist.
Okay.
And I think they should just go ahead and say,
So you just want the acknowledgement.
yeah, if they exist, just be like, yeah, dude, they fucking exist.
Okay.
Same thing with like any other sort of thing. If Bigfoot is real and the government fucking knows, just be like, yeah, there are Bigfoots in fucking Nebraska.
I mean,
like,
they fucking took that guy down, the guy who shot that video. But
that's what I'm saying, man. Like, I just don't think that the mass hysteria that either that they're trying to quote unquote save people from, or that you're saying will happen if it gets put out, I just don't think that's a realistic outcome, because it's not going to be something that is so detrimental to your everyday life.
yeah.
To where it will say, like, where COVID, that would cause detrimental effects to your life, where you couldn't, they said you have to stay inside for 2 weeks.
Couldn't go out, wear
you
a
couldn't go to
mask, yada,
work,
yada, yada.
all this shit. That was detrimental to your personal life. So you were very caught up into that.
See, this is where I was coming from with your conversation.
Okay.
So, so you're just acknowledging the fact that aliens exist. Here's a paper that has all the recent incidents or whatever showing that aliens exist.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not going to cause any panic. What I think would cause panic is, well, one, if they're in the fucking sky just floating around, or two, people know that they exist and what they're doing as like an alien species. That I think would cause a lot more panic, or a lot more.
What do you mean by that?
So, like, for example, you know that aliens exist, and they're in your government, they're in your Congress, they're in this.
Well, that again, yeah, I get what you're saying, but that,
Yeah.
I said that is that's a very unrealistic outcome.
But why would it be? If they're gonna push out that aliens exist, it's like, okay, what are they doing? The next question is not gonna be, okay, or the next question is gonna be, what are they doing then?
Visiting.
Now I need that proof, because then it's like.
But that's what these documents are saying.
But the documents are just saying that I found an alien.
Okay.
It's not saying what were they doing here. You know,
because every time we find them, they're usually always dead.
Or are they?
But that's what I'm saying. Then you're just becoming another conspiracy theorist again at that point.
And I think that's where it'll continually go until
we all die, and that's okay.
So that or fucking they literally blow the top off something.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, your first point, or no, both of your points were the same, because it was all just saying, what are they doing? I mean, you've lived 26 years of your life so far, either thinking or not thinking that they are real. You already don't know what they're doing. If you figuring out that they are actually real, like, yes, they're real. You're not gonna go out every night and be like, fuck, these niggas are up there. Nah, I don't know what
they're
the fuck
surveying us.
They
doing
better
something.
get off my fucking lawn. Like, you're not gonna go out there and just like.
But I would think I would chase it, and then that's where the conspiracies go. So it's like you're saying to shut people up, but then there's just gonna be more rumors or more conspiracies out there, and it's just like a snowball effect until they literally tell you everything point blank, and then it becomes history. That's what I think is gonna happen.
So then just get everything out the way. Like, I feel like it would just be beneficial for people to know that as a world that we all share, it would just be beneficial to know whatever information that our governments have, like I said, if they just say they're real, and that's all that they know. And they say, like, yo, this is all the information that we have, because every time we found them, they've either died in our possession, or we found them dead, which is mostly out of everything that I know of.
What happens?
The ones that are here and that don't go away are dead.
Yeah, they crash down. They crash down. They're dead.
So we will never get a chance to actually know what they're doing. And so if they're just like, yeah, they're real, but we don't know, because every time we get a chance to interact with them, they're dead.
But would you believe that coming from the government?
If there is proof, like,
Yeah, of course you can make proof. I found them, but were they dead? Are you gonna believe it that they were always dead?
I mean, if they kill them, then they kill them.
I mean,
There's
that's where the truth comes in.
There's no detrimental. Again, if all of them are dead,
Mm-hmm.
and that's just the fact, they're real. Every time we find them, they're dead. That's 100 million times better knowledge to people than not knowing, like, and that also, yeah, then you can just think about, okay, well, what were they trying to do, or what is their plan? Yeah, you can always have speculations about that, but if the only fact is that they are real and we have not had a chance to learn more because they've always have been dead, and all we know is about, like, their anatomy or what they look like, I feel like that's still enough information. And if they don't know, like, I just feel like that's the most, like, logical reasoning and explanation for these things.
So let's think hypothetically real
Okay,
quick,
bring it.
right?
Yes.
So your documentary, a lot of testimonies and accounts for an alive alien.
2 alive aliens. Yes.
2 alive aliens.
Yes.
They only found one?
They captured both.
Oh, they captured both.
One of them was the one that the girls found and the guy died from. The other one was already dead, I believe. So it was one dead one and one alive.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, anyway, so we have the information, right? We know aliens exist.
Yes.
Whatnot.
Yes.
We see alien. I think out of human nature, we're going to be scared, right? Not knowing what the fuck that is. But you think that the military and the government and all that would act the same? Like trying to capture this alien because it's so unknown?
Yeah, that's what that's what they do.
Exactly. But then it's like, then it's dead. What happened?
I'm not following.
Never mind. Sorry, I'm thinking in my head right now.
Just go ahead.
Okay.
I'm not following where you're coming from.
Okay, so your acknowledgement of aliens, boom, we're good, right? Aliens exist.
In this hypothetical, the government has said...
Announced that aliens exist.
Okay.
Right?
Yes.
People in the situation find an alien. They know they exist.
Who finds an alien?
The same people that were in that
So say
documentary.
you're here in Cerritos.
Sure. Me and
We
you
look
find
up,
an alien.
Alien crashes at Cerritos College and we go.
Yeah. And we find them, right? You're like, oh shit, we found an alien. Bro, the military is going to do the same exact thing that they're going to do in that situation.
Of course, to contain it.
Is it to contain it? See, that's where you don't know because it's top. You're not getting any information. The people who were in that military base scanning it didn't even know what the fuck they were scanning because it's all classified. That's what I'm saying though. Like we don't know the classified information. So how do we know we have all the facts? And I think that's what I'm trying to get at. Like,
but then again, you have to think about anything though that they're like you cannot just give away there's classified information just about like your taxes.
Yeah. The social security number.
You're not going to go burn down the government for not giving you all the information about your taxes. You kind of just give that up, right?
Okay.
So that's the same thing. Like, or even like in wartime, there's a lot of classified information
Weapons,
can just
information.
be logistics of where these things are going, right? Like that's considered top secret.
It is, yeah. Locations, yeah.
So, and you're not allowed into like bases or active war zones as a normal civilian. Like get the fuck out of here. Like, what are you doing? Like, so I think it's the same thing. Like, if we know that if we know that it's real and it happens, yes, they're gonna still block off the area to be like, listen, there's something here. We got to figure out what it is. Don't interrupt. Like you wouldn't go into a crime scene if a cop if there's a house that someone like died in. You're not gonna be like, oh fuck, I gotta see what's going on. Like no, like that's private information, but you know something bad has happened.
Okay, so then we'll just let it be.
If something crashed at Cerritos College and we go across the street and we see something and then the military comes and shoos us away. I think that's fair because that's their job.
Okay.
It's not our job to dissect and figure out what the fuck this thing is. Our job is not to do that. Their job is to figure out what this thing is and do it. So yeah, we're not going to know the details about what they find, but if we know that they're real and that they're fucking... what the fuck is the Space Force for? To fight aliens.
Is it?
Something like that.
I thought it was a travel or
No, they're supposed to fucking fight aliens and shit or something.
probably because they're fighting it like really in real life.
They're not fighting, they're preparing. But that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, I don't think it would change the normal reaction. It would just be like any other sort of crime scene.
Okay.
I would feel like you would treat it as a crime scene.
So just like and then that's when it dies down, right? Like people just go on with their day.
Bro, it's even like I'm saying, like if a car crash happens, they block the fucking road off and they say you cannot
Clean up
come
the mess,
here.
yeah.
This is a fucking scene. And people aren't like, fuck you, you're hiding information from us. Who the fuck was that? What were they like? No, you're a normal fucking person. You just follow their direction and go out the way.
Oh,
if
no.
it was an alien spaceship and we know it's real and it's hanging out of a fucking Taco Bell, they close the block off like, hey, like we got to take care of this crash. You're going to be like, oh, fuck, another one? And you just go about your fucking day. Like, I don't think, like, if it comes out that it's real and these things happen, it's just going to become more normal for the things
It's just in
that
the noise,
happen.
yeah.
Like, instead of us being, like, totally in the dark of when all
And
of a
then
sudden
something like
military
that
blockade happens. Again, so say, like, we get, here's my theory again, or here's my scenario, right? We finish recording, we walk outside, we see something go crash at
Yep.
Cerritos. We don't know what it is.
Yep. And then
All of a
military
sudden, the
storms
military
in.
comes in, and
Yeah.
all of a sudden they block. We are totally in the dark. Then we get to act crazy and be like, oh, fuck, dude, they're hiding something. Like, what the fuck was that? Then you get to start acting crazy because we have no knowledge.
Yeah.
If they come out tomorrow and say aliens are real, it's true. We've studied them, but they've all been dead. We have no other information. This is all we have. Again, they don't happen every fucking day. They happen very, like, infrequently, especially the crashed ones. I mean, there's more sightings than there are crashes. So if a crash happens in Cerritos, but we know the aliens are real, and the military comes and blocks us off, oh, fuck, dude, there's another alien crash.
Yeah.
All right, bro, see you tomorrow. There's nothing else we need to worry about. We
Okay.
know what it is, and we know what they're doing.
Okay.
But if we have no knowledge, then that's when we get to start running wild and be like, what the fuck are they doing?
Yeah.
The government's hiding something. They're being so secretive. But if they already tell us, then we just be like, oh, fuck, there's an alien.
You're right. You got a point. So if you saw one right now,
I'd be scared as shit.
okay.
But, I mean, that's because I was unprepared. If they tell me they're real, that's
Okay, so if they tell you it's real, then you see one.
I would still be scared.
Oh,
but
okay.
It's like seeing like a wild animal. You know bears are real.
But seeing one in
if you
person
see
is
one
gonna
in
be
real
fucking
life,
terrifying.
Like fucking 8 feet away from you, you're gonna be like, oh my fucking god.
Yeah.
That's a bear. I know bears exist, even though I've only maybe seen them once in my life. I'm trying to think of an animal I've never seen, like a moose, right? I've never seen a moose.
Out of all the animals, you picked a moose.
Well, I'm trying to
Go
think
ahead.
of
Go ahead.
something
Keep
easy.
going.
I've
Keep
never
going.
seen
Keep
a
going.
moose.
Yes.
If I walk out the garage
And you
studio
saw a huge ass-
and there's a moose hanging out, like peering over the wall, I'm like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
But I know mooses are real, so I would be like, oh, it's a moose. That's fucked. That should not be here. And I'm gonna go and I'm gonna tell everyone, yo, I saw a moose in the backyard, and it's a topic of discussion. Give it a week, I'll probably fucking forget I saw the moose. I won't forget I saw the moose, but I'll forget like to
Keep bringing it up. Yeah.
Same thing if I saw an alien right now. If an alien crawled under the door into the studio, I'd be like, what the fuck? You're not supposed to be here. I don't know what you are.
Are you trying to be on the pod?
I don't know. That would be sick. That'd be a fire guest. Telepathically to talk to the crowd.
Yeah.
But, right? So I would be like, yo, one, don't know what you are. Don't know what your plot is. Like, I have no context.
Yeah. They just come
if
in.
If I know that they're real and I see one, oh my god, that's an alien. I was told about that. I've never seen one before. Now
Yeah.
I have a little less, but still there.
Yeah.
Same thing, like I said, same thing with the moose. I've never seen a moose, but I am told mooses are real.
Mm-hmm.
If I see one, oh fuck, dude, I know what that is. Never seen one until today.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna like lose my mind over have not seeing a moose in my life. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you can prepare for this.
No, that's all on the spot right now.
Wow, you are great then. You're pulling out good points.
I'm just saying. I'm just trying to rationalize.
I think the mass hysteria would come if it all happened at once.
What? Like the invasion?
Yeah, well, yeah, pretty much. No, like even if it's not an invasion, just fucking aliens start revealing themselves. Like you're standing in like say New York City. What is it? Times Square, and then just fucking how it's all crowded, and then fucking alien just start popping up next to you. Well, yeah. I think that's where the panic will be. That's what my point was.
But that has never happened, and as far as we are concerned, in our lifetime, that will never happen, because there have been sightings hundreds of years before that we have been born.
Yeah.
But that scenario has never happened. So who's to say that it's going to ever happen? So we don't know that.
So when do you think they'll ever reveal themselves? Never?
I'd probably not. I mean, we keep fucking killing each other over here.
So it'd have to be world peace kind of scenario.
Yeah, it would have to be like, oh, these people are not going to kill us if we go.
Their intellectual is high enough.
Obviously, intellect if they're space traveling, their intellect is pretty high. So for them, that's why they're probably coming, because they're probably like, oh, these guys are fucking crazy. Like,
they're seeing us in the chain of evolution.
Yeah, they're just like watching. Yeah, that's the joke. They're watching the fucking monkeys kill each other.
You seen like Simpsons? How it's the two big aliens and they're just watching the fucking Simpsons.
That's exactly what it is. They're just watching it just to see what this other life form is doing. But all we're doing is fucking killing ourselves.
Yeah.
They're not. Why are they going to risk their chances of coming and being like, hey, guys? No. Half the people be like, what the fuck? Let's kill this piece of shit. Or the government would be like, we don't fucking trust you. Let's kill it. Luckily, most of the ones they find are usually dead, so they don't have to worry about that. That's the thing I'm getting at too, as well. Like every time there's been a crash reported, most of the time they have never. Again, maybe they have found them alive, and maybe they do know a lot more. But
it's classified.
At least from my limited knowledge of and understanding. Most of the time, by the time the government gets a hold of them, if they ever do get a hold of them, they're dead. Mm-hmm. So there's nothing that they can. There's no need to go fucking aggro on them because they're already dead. Now it's time to just study and learn. So I mean, I guess until the day they decide to start beaming down into Times Square, there's no need to freak out. But again, if you already know that they exist and it does happen. Again, the same moose scenario.
That's a pretty good scenario,
You would be like, oh, fuck. I've never seen this before. Never in my life did I think I would see a moose. But today, I saw a moose. I'm freaked out because they should not be this close to me.
Yeah.
But here it is. What's going on?
And then you get used to it.
And then you're just... I mean, again, who's to say they even give a fuck about us and then want to live where we're living? They probably live in a utopia if they're traveling
100%.
across the world. Like, they're not going to stay in fucking New York City. There's fucking rats.
True.
They're not going to hang out there. So, if they come and visit, dap you up and dip,
that'd be kind of sick.
I just got dapped up
that'd be kind of sick.
Alien. And then...
Have you seen Paul, the movie?
Yeah.
That'd be kind of sick. Just getting high with an alien.
That's what I'm saying. Like, who's to say that their mission is to live here with us? As far as we know, most of the time, anytime there has been a sighting, all they're doing is just observing
yeah.
and then they leave.
Yeah.
Maybe they're plotting to fucking kill us, and that's what they're doing. Or
with their technology and intellect, I'm pretty sure they could take over in one day.
That's what I'm saying. So until the Armageddon happens, or until they start beaming down fucking soldiers, I don't think there is a problem with them just saying, yes, they are real. And we have found them. We have no extra knowledge.
That's it.
It's like all the fucking... A better scenario instead of a moose
Marvel
would be like sea creatures. Because we don't know...
Oh, we don't know what's in there.
It's the same thing. So, like, there could be a jellyfish, right, that we've never seen before.
Yeah. Fucking say
but they're
50
like,
feet.
But
whatever.
they're like, dude, like there might be a jellyfish. We have other, we've seen some we have a scientific hypothesis that there could be.
Yeah.
this specific kind of jellyfish, but we have never seen it yet because it is not. We have not explored it or whatever. They find it, and then they would tell the world, "We found this new jellyfish."
Yeah.
So what's the difference in them saying they found a new life form on our planet than saying, "Hey, dude, we're not alone."
I think it's because it's on our planet. It's considered ours. Yeah. So I think that's where they're like, oh yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Oh, in the ocean, yeah, because 70% of it's not even touched. Whatever.
That's not our world because we're not fish. We're fucking animals. We live on land. We don't live in the ocean. That is technically their world.
But that's what I'm saying because it's yeah, you're not wrong. But I'm saying like because we're in it together.
Because it's not as intellectually advanced as us, we deem it as
it's not
scientific, and we deem it as something that we can.
Now, if they found like Atlantis or mermaids or merman, whatever, now that I think would be like, what the fuck is going on? There's a whole alien situation again.
Exactly, same situation.
Except it's underwater.
Exactly. But it's like, dude, if it's there, just fucking. What are you gonna do? You're gonna go down there, scuba dive yourself, and fucking start fucking merman? I don't know.
I mean, what would they do?
Nothing.
Like, why would you? Okay.
As a normal person who lives your day to day, who goes to their job.
Oh yeah, no. I was thinking like there. Government, like high level. Like, what would you do?
They would just probably need. I don't know.
Try to nuke them. Like, this is our land.
Yeah. That's probably why they don't fuck with us.
You're not wrong. Yeah. The ocean scares me. Space, kind of scary. Because you don't know what's out there.
We have no idea.
I would like to live in a world that's like Star Wars, though.
Then you would need to know that aliens.
Well, yeah, that's where it starts. But I'm saying, like, that'd be kind of cool to, like, dab up alien. You want to grab a drink, bro? Like,
Oonga boonga.
They're going to be like, yo, we'll try this. And then we're fucking spaced out on their drink. But anyway, that was a good conversation, man. I've never seen you so adamant about aliens before. So
I've never been so adamant about aliens. Maybe I have, but this was...
No, you were on the opposite side of the spectrum when you were adamant. You're like, why the fuck would they even be here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think because at that scenario, I was thinking of how you were saying, like, oh, if they were just, like, living...
Oh, amongst us. Yeah, whatever. They were just, like, what's the point?
Yes. Like, why would you come here? Like, there's no need for them to just, like, come and do that. But now I have another revelation, essentially, of where, like, they have come. Mm-hmm. The ones, obviously, who are alive don't really care to stay. That's why you always see the lights come, hover for a little bit, and then dip. Anytime we have found them, it's been because of a crash, and they've been dead.
True.
So there's nothing that you can really learn from it except for
it crashed.
What it is.
Or the aircraft.
Yes.
Or
aircraft
technology.
And what this thing is.
Yeah.
They don't know where it came from because they obviously probably can't read alien. So we don't know where it came from. We don't really know a whole bunch. We just know that this thing is not from the planet, but now it is. That is all I'm trying to just
convey. I get you.
That's all I would like to know. Really, that's all I would like to know. It's just like a yes.
So why do you think they haven't yet?
Probably because of what your reasonings were. They don't want to create the mass hysteria, even though I personally just don't believe
that it would
be that big of a deal if they just said they're real. I think another argument for it would just be like it would essentially just get rid of most religion and most
beliefs.
Yeah.
And because it's like it's completely throwing out
like
the
everything
whole
you thought was wrong. Like, no, we're not the only ones that, if you believe in God, that God made, because obviously there's another life form that's intelligent and is doing other things. So Christianity and Catholicism, Judaism out of the
I think majority of them would be thrown out the... I mean Buddhism, that's self-enlightenment.
That Hinduism, anything with, like, multiple gods that you could just assume that, like, maybe those gods were alien. Like, who knows?
Bro, I need...
Like, who knows? Or maybe even if you look at, like, the meme, the biblically accurate angel, like...
Oh, fucking eyeballs everywhere kind of thing.
If that could have been an alien too, right? Yeah. Like, maybe... If anything, what if it just confirms religion and saying that, like, yeah, dude, there was this thing
entity
that talks to people and tried to manipulate us to be like, yo, be good people because we want to hang out with you.
Yeah.
Instead, you guys are all fucking killing each other. Now we don't want to fuck with you guys.
I mean, think about a lot of ancient worlds had those, kind of same things.
So I think that's probably, there's a lot of uncertainty that goes into it in telling the entire world. Like, I'm not just thinking of America, right? I'm thinking of like the entire world will know. So yeah, I think it's mostly because they probably think that people will have a bad reaction to it.
Yeah,
and they don't want that to happen.
I think if it was made public, I feel like that would unify the countries more. Unless it's another space race, like a legitimate fucking space race, or what is it? Yeah, space race to figure out more about aliens. But I mean, you would think that would be a joint effort to try to.
You would think, yeah. So I don't know, but yeah, I don't have any.
I got a few documentaries I'm gonna put you on now. Now that I know you're back on the bus. I mean, I got a few documentaries.
I've watched a few documentaries in my lifetime. So, like I said, this is not like my first revelation into aliens.
Yeah, it's just you're just back in it.
I'm just more convinced now.
I'm gonna have to watch that.
And I have a solid grasp on what I believe now. I think I was iffy before because I didn't quite understand how to articulate my beliefs. So I just said no, they can't be real. But now I think I have a better grasp on what I believe about them. Yes, they exist. If we found them, they've all been dead, so we could not have retained any real information from them. And that's about it. That's all in my realistic, logical mind. I think that is literally all we actually know.
Okay.
If they find, like, yeah. Every time if you look at every time, say, said government has been involved, it's been for a crash.
Yeah.
Not a sighting. They don't give a fuck about sightings. Because you're not going to stop it. You're not going to throw a fucking net and catch the goddamn thing. It's too fast.
They try to blow it up.
Yeah, but
like
you
the
can't
jets.
fucking do that.
Yeah, it's way too fast. Yeah.
But they find a crash, block everything off. We got it.
They're there.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. I think that's just where I'm at with everything now. I think they're real. They exist. Every time we have found them, or the human race has found them, they've been dead.
Okay.
If they haven't been dead and created all religions, shit, man, who knows?
Yeah, you never know. We weren't there. We don't know.
Definitely was not there.
Hey, you ready to go to Area 51?
No.
Storm it? I'm just kidding. Don't come break down my house.
Remember the alt-right memes in the beginning of that? He's the poster. This is the guy. Same guy who stormed Area 51. Same guy who fucking hacked Riley Twitter and post.
I still don't even know the difference between all that, to be honest.
What?
Nothing. We'll talk about that off the pod. Because I don't want to say something stupid because I don't know it.
You don't know what the alt-right is?
Yeah, dude, I don't. Oh, I don't know what the right, the left. Oh, see, okay, there we go. I didn't know that.
Racists.
So what, when they say far left, what's that? Super liberal?
Super liberal. Well, it depends. I mean, you can go like, most of the time you think of super far left as being like communist or like anarchist. Like the farthest away from government.
Oh, got you.
And then far right is like totalitarianism, like Hitler,
dictator.
Like a dictator. Yeah, that's what.
One ruler, one rule,
and you get to just be racist and think you're the best of the best.
Oh, thanks for the lesson.
You're welcome.
Tyson teaches me a lot on this podcast.
I did not know that,
bro. You know I live in a bubble. I really don't care for those kind of things. I don't look into those kind of things. I just see it online and I don't know what it means. Yeah, I'm a very innocent person.
That's a bad discourse. That's bad internet discourse, though. If you're just going through the internet, seeing things, but not understanding like what they're talking about.
I mean, if it doesn't pertain like to me, or if I have no interest in it, I'm not going to continue reading into it.
It should, though, because I mean, it's the world we live in. So.
Well, yeah, exactly. It should.
That's what I'm saying. So you would, if they were just like, "Hey, dude, like the alt right runs America now," you'd be like,
"I'd be like,
sick.
What's alt right?"
No, you would no, because obviously if you haven't done it.
No, if it doesn't affect me, like I said, if it
but
doesn't,
it has been in the news and it's been talked about a lot.
then clearly, yeah, I'm not educated on it. I need
That's what I'm saying.
A little bit more
to this long.
A little bit.
And we've had all these other problems with it.
100%.
And you've just been like solid, like, oh, fuck. And you just kept going.
Pretty much.
That's crazy, man.
Like you said, life moves on. You just go on with your life. You forget about things.
That's fucked.
Is it?
Yes.
That just debunks your whole alien speech right now. What do you mean? Because it's like, that's fucked that I don't, like, I just let the world go on. Like, fuck it. What's, okay, that's, aliens are part of it now. Okay, cool, whatever. It's not pertaining to me. Like, what is it doing to me?
I think that's what that was the point. That people aren't going to get into mass hysteria because people like you who'd be like,
okay, so that was, different point then.
That actually would coincide with my point more. That there are people who are like you who, if that does not pertain to them, they don't care. So if you tell us aliens are real, who gives a shit? Because you don't give a fuck.
If it's aliens, see, that piques my interest.
But I'm saying, like, if you have that same mentality, just, if you only want to be in your niche bubble where all I care about is fucking anime and hentai titties, and that's all I care about. Listen, I'm not saying this to you. I'm just picking a niche of something.
Okay.
And that's all you ever, and the discourse around you involves
it's just
literally anything else outside of what you're interested in anime and hentai titties. Fuck it. Who cares? So yeah, if they say aliens are real, but all you care about is fucking that one thing, you're like, okay, who gives a shit? That's cool. I need to go back and watch 50 hours of anime today. I don't care. Like, there are people that are like that.
Yeah.
So why don't they just say it? That's all I'm saying. So that actually pertains more to my...
I'm glad I could add to your argument.
Yes. Thank you.
You're welcome. CNN? Come on, get this guy
Bro, we should take over Fox News. Tucker Carlson?
Yeah, he's out.
This is a long episode, but we're going to end soon. But yeah, Tucker Carlson's out.
He's done.
We're up next. Fox News, if you guys need some anchors, we will definitely take the mantle. Fuck, dude, can you imagine?
That'd be kind of crazy.
That'd be sick, dude.
Well, I don't know. I feel like I'd be really bad at it. I'm just going to have to read on the prompter, whatever they put on.
That's what they do. What do you fucking think Tucker Carlson
does all the research?
He didn't believe half the shit he was saying anyway. Yeah, that's why he got fucking fired. Yeah. He got the X. He was like, yo, this Donald Trump's a piece of shit. But he goes on there every day. Wow. Can you believe Donald Trump is really doing this shit? They took a dick fan out of
You got the voice ready.
They took the dick fan out of the Snickers bar.
Hey, send in your...
the green M&M is way too sexy.
Send in your...
We got to get rid of it.
I forgot about that one.
So that's what I'm saying, bro. He's just reading shit that they put up on the screen for him.
Send in your reel. Send in your reel, bro.
This is it.
I think it's time.
Fox News, you got us your 2 new co-hosts for the new primetime show.
Shit.
That'd be sick, dude.
I'm going to try that. I'm going to practice reading a teleprompter.
Yes, you probably need to.
Okay. Like you could?
Yeah.
Next episode, I'm going to pull up a teleprompter and you're just going to have to read it
on the phone 15 feet away from us?
No. The laptop will be right here, whatever. And then you just have to read it.
Yeah, I mean, but see, I feel like if you would actually, you've seen Anchorman, right?
Yes.
Yeah, you'd probably be like Anchorman, where you'd be like, good morning, San Diego. Today, the Jews are killing people, and we don't give a fuck. And you're just like, I'd be like, what the fuck? You're not supposed to, like, why are you saying that?
Like, it's on the teleprompter.
Read it, dude. I'm just gonna fucking read it.
That's why I'd be one of the greatest anchormen for whoever needs one.
Fox.
Yeah.
Fox News.
Don't even look into whatever you guys are talking about.
This guy doesn't know what the alt-right is. He does no sorts of information digging. He will just read. He's a slave to the info.
Oh, God.
Just give the words to him and he will fucking read it.
I'll read it if it has a job. If it's a job, I'll read it. I'll look into it if I don't.
That motherfucker got bank. He made money off that shit. So yes, it comes with money to say whatever the fuck you gotta say.
Here you go. So what's up? You send in your reel, I'll send in my reel.
There it is. Fuck. All right, guys. Well, thank you for listening to. I'm sorry, my dick and balls are out. Don't want to do that for you guys. Thank you guys for listening. It has been another fantastic episode of the Too Good For You podcast. E-Men, where can they find you?
Hit me up on Instagram @eMendletonApp. Everything else I don't want you to find. Tyson?
Follow the show at Too Good For You Pod, the number 2 good, number 4 letter U, and that's on YouTube, Instagram, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, TikTok. Check us out on Patreon, patreon.com/Too Good For You Pod. $5 a month supports the show, gets us a set designer, and all that fun shit. You can follow me on Instagram at Iron Shogun. I have links if you need anything else, but just go ahead and hit that follow. Thank you guys. See you guys next week.
Peace.